Hey everybody, welcome to Solar Lioness Elite. I'm Solar Lioness and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Okay, first of all, hold up. The girls are gagging. The girls are gagging, y'all. I can't even barely get my introduction out. Listen, long story short, if you haven't heard, the Queen, the Liyah, the goddess, the earth angel, the ascended angel, the legend, the icon, the everything, Aaliyah Dana Houghton. She is returning. Her music is returning to the world because, you know, look, if you haven't already heard, Barry Hankerson, old crusty ass, Barry Hankerson has basically revamped Black Ground Records. It is now called Black Ground 2.0. And here's a picture of the logo right here. Yes. Listen, I can't even get this out. I can't even get this out. Basically, a lot has been happening. As you know, it's today. Today is August 5th, 2021. And as you know, we're 20 days away from the 20-year anniversary of the tragic passing of our queen. And I just came on here because a lot has been happening. A lot of ripples has been made. First of all, let's start with the Aaliyah magazine that's recently dropped. The Aaliyah magazine commemorating 20 years since she's passed. I bought this from Walmart like a few days, like right before my birthday. Some days before my birthday. My birthday just passed, July 31st. Your girl's 30 now and everything. Level up, queen goddess, everything. But I got the magazine. I have not touched it yet. I'm scared. I haven't opened it. I haven't touched it. I just bought it and just put it in my bag and protected it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it yet. So anyway, it started with that, and there's been a lot of news around her. So starting with Barry Hankerson, right? As you all know from my last video, he was trying to revamp Black Round Records with his new artist named Autumn Marini. If you haven't seen that video where I reenact my reading that I did with Aaliyah, I'll just put the iCard or link somewhere so you can go watch that video. Check that out. I mentioned Autumn Marini, and I also mentioned that I just might want to do a reading on her. I thought about it. It's been in the back of my mind for some time, but given this news that's dropped, oh, I really got to do a reading on her now. So basically, Autumn Marini is about to debut, I think. She's been filming her very first music video. There's been pictures around. Like, she made news when she basically shut down, I think, a bunch of LA streets and everything to film her brand new music video, her first music video called Superwoman. And I'm excited for her. That's what's up. But oh, and Barry Hankerson has been hyping her up as he should, seeing as his artist and everything. But given this man's history, listen, I sincerely hope, because he's talking about nobody in the game can touch her. First of all, no shade, but in the same game that you're talking about, nobody can touch her. We have Beyonce. Beyonce still living and existing. We still got Rihanna. Well, Rihanna. We got Jasmine Sullivan's. We got Normani's. We have all types of girls that's still pretty much touching, that can touch Autumn. So calm down. I understand it's a market and things, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Okay, let's let the girl be herself. And I sincerely hope that they do not try to make her an Aaliyah 2.0. Because see, we have a Black Round Records 2.0, and that's cute. That's fine. We starting fresh. But I really hope you don't try that with Autumn, okay? Because, names start with an A is the only thing that's the same. That's where it ends. Please don't try to market this girl as the next Aaliyah. Please don't. And speaking of which, when we were warning her, I did take another look at her Instagram because I haven't looked at her Instagram since I did my last video, and it looks like she's cleaned up her page. It looks like she even deleted that picture of her with Barry and the team and everything, where everybody, where we all were down there warning her. It looks like she deleted that post. So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but I wish her all the best because, listen, she won't need it because, Barry, I doubt that anything about his business practices has changed personally, but we'll see about that. Like I said, I'm going to do a reading. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you want to tune into a read on Autumn Marini. I will do a reading if that's what you would like to see. It's something I'm curious about. And yeah, but listen, the news about the Queen though. Enough about that. Let's talk about the Queen's return. Okay, so basically, just as well, the part where I talk about the Queen's return of her music, my Premiere Rush app decided to glitch, so now I gotta record everything I said all over again. And I was so passionate in the moment, so now I gotta do it all over again. And my babies are home now, so you may or may not hear them in the background. It is what it is. I just gotta do this little segment over again. The return of the Queen Aaliyah. First of all, so as far as Aaliyah and her music returning, right? So there's been a hashtag that's been circulating around the internet that says hashtag Aaliyah is coming. That's been circulating across the internet lately, right? And there's been the first piece of news that I saw was from one of the Aaliyah pages that I follow on YouTube. On the community post, there was a screenshot of the website Aaliyah is coming. It was like all black, and it was like Aaliyah is coming, scrolling across the top. And there was a space to sign up for a notification. So I ran my happy ass over there and signed up right away. Aaliyah is coming. Yes, she most definitely is. So, I just saw today, actually, the homie, Tony Turner, posting his community post screenshots. Sorry, y'all, that was like so extremely annoying. Like, as soon as I decided to start talking again, somebody pulls up and just honking their loud ass annoying horn. But anyway, as I was saying, Tony Turner, the homie, posted in his community post screenshots of the email that he got showing, Aaliyah's music available for pre-order. And I didn't get any notification, so, because I have like 1,000,001 emails, so I actually went to my inbox and just typed in Blackground Records, and then lo and behold, I saw the email right here, and it is indeed her music. Now, the most notable thing that I realized and noticed was it says CD and vinyl. Now, listen, that's cool and everything. That's cool. But, that's kind of old school. Now, I know CDs. I don't know if CDs, people are over CDs. I mean, I still see them in stores, but I don't really see nobody buying them. Vinyl's made a major comeback because of the way they've revamped record players with Bluetooth and all the different features. And actually, this is what I said in my original audio. However, that was a few hours ago. I was about to say that she needs to be streaming. So when I edit this and you hear the rest of the audio, you hear me ranting about how I need my queen to stream. I need the queen to stream. The queen got to stream, right? But, now that I know more information, she is, the Queen Aaliyah is coming to Spotify. And from what I saw, it looks like it's going to be a slow rollout of her albums. And yeah, that's what's up. And the girls are gagging, like everybody, all of us are just, don't play with our emotions right now. Like, please don't play with our emotions right now. But I can see now that this is a real thing. Like, it's really actually happening. 20 years in the making, in the waiting, in the anticipating, in the wishing, in the dreaming, and the hoping, and being disappointed and having our heart broken and us being dragged. Not really dragged, but like made fun of all across the internet for being Aaliyah fans and stands after all these years. And now, y'all, we have arrived. Because the queen is coming back. The queen Aaliyah Dana Houghton is coming back 20 years later. And it's about damn time. That's all I gotta say. Now, also, on top of this buzz that's been circulating the internet, we have, well, at first we didn't see any news from the official Aaliyah estate, but today, a statement has been released. And it says this. So the one thing I can say for sure about this statement that I took note of is an absolute, based on the wording, absolute confirmation over what we all as Aaliyah fans and stans, lovers and supporters have been saying about her forever. So now we know for a fact that we're not crazy. The Aaliyah estate itself has acknowledged this smear campaign, this disrespecting of her legacy, the trying to downplay her talents and what she's done for the music industry and, you know, the fashion industry and just everything. And in those few opening sentences you can see, they're acknowledging, yo, the fact that we still going through this pain from her loss. On top of that, we have people that we've been battling that's been talking shit about Aaliyah, our baby girl. So I can appreciate that. We ain't tripping, y'all. The Aaliyah estate confirms this. We ain't tripping. Remember all this, the speculation and the conversation amongst us Aaliyah fans and stans about how she's not being talked about, and people always be so quick to talk about her in a negative light or downplay her legacy or bring her up next to Robert. All that shit. Well, they acknowledge it. Now, another interesting thing to note was the end, like the middle and the end, where they say, okay, so here you are bringing back Aaliyah's music without consulting us. How dare you? And it seemed like they're offended. This is how I'm interpreting it. This is my opinion, okay? It seems like there's still some, well, not seems like, I know it probably is, bad blood between Aaliyah's immediate family, which is Rashad, Diane, and her executive team or whoever the executives are of the actual estate, because as you know, there's more people there than just Rashad and Diane. It's like people who's in charge to run the estate. But on a personal note, Aaliyah's parent, mother and brother, still bad blood. Excuse me. Still bad blood between them and Barry, because as you all know, he fucking played them. Like, he did them dirty. He locked them out completely. He turned his back on the family. He took all the rights and the masters and everything to her music and completely shut Aaliyah's family out, which means Aaliyah's family, Aaliyah's estate has absolutely no legal jurisdiction or say or anything, any type of ownership or anything at all over any of Aaliyah's music at all. All of that belongs to Blackground, the original Blackground, which therefore belongs to Barry. And yes, it was a problem back then. Like, I don't think they ever squashed that beef, because it looks like, you know, here he is, Barry Hankerson, reviving and revamping Blackground Records as Blackground Records 2.0. Oh, here we have Autumn Marini as the First Lady of Blackground 2.0 and everything, and blah, blah, blah. So you would think that in reviving and revamping this record label, you would take the time to revive and revamp and heal your relationship with your family. Because at the end of the day, your niece, who you capitalize off of, well, that's your sister, your blood sister's daughter. So you should make up with your sister and your nephew. And I'm thinking that the family's still feeling away now, like at an insult to injury. The fact that you're bringing back Blackground Records and you don't even pick up the phone and say anything to us over here. That is what I'm getting anyway from that post. That's just me, not doing any readings or anything on it. This is my opinion. This is my theory. And it's, to me, not that hard to believe because, listen, how many bridges has this man burnt over his entire career since before Aaliyah was even born now? Shady dealings. But again, I feel torn now. Because with this post from the estate, Aaliyah's estate, comes another hashtag which says, I stand with Aaliyah. So now we got two hashtags floating around the internet. One, Aaliyah is coming from the Blackground camp. And now we have I stand with Aaliyah, which comes from Aaliyah's estate. I don't know, y'all. You know how we feel about her. You know this is going to be some shaky ground and territory that we're crossing in right now. Want to know why? Because remember how I always said, how I said in my very first video on Aaliyah about how we go so hard for the queen and we also will go hard for her family. And if Aaliyah's family didn't approve of it, then bitch, we don't either. We don't play that. Because Aaliyah loved her family. Family loves Aaliyah. We rock with Aaliyah's family because they are the ones that were done wrong in all of this. But, let's not forget about the little weird stuff they've done too. Like attacking fans that genuinely show love and support and stuff. So I feel like it might be a divide amongst Aaliyah fans. And I sincerely hope that this does not happen. Because we already have enough people always coming at us like we're some weirdos for loving and honoring and cherishing Aaliyah as it is. We really don't need to be fighting amongst ourselves. And that makes me think of, once again, the homie Tony Turner, his video that he made some time ago, like a hot minute ago, like the different, I think it was the 8 types of Aaliyah fans or whatever. We're not a monolith. I can acknowledge that. But at the same time, that video was for play. It's like, it's true, it's accurate, and it's for fun. But this right here is something different. There might be a divide amongst us. There are some people who, all of us actually are so desperate for this music. And we're so happy after 20 years. Don't you know, new generations, I guess, of Aaliyah fans have been born since she's been gone. And they finally going to get her music on these streaming platforms. And then for us who have been here all this time, even when she passed and when she was here, we're in our feelings right now. We're excited. So yes, hashtag Aaliyah is coming. But damn, hashtag I stand with Aaliyah. I personally, it's like the family is feeling away. I really honestly can say I don't understand what was the purpose of their hashtag. Is it as if they are implying, well, I need the fans to not support the release of his music because we're not involved. Oh, the pain, I understand. Like, the family hurt, the betrayal. But please don't put the fans in the middle of this. We've been wanting her for so long. We've been wanting her to stream for so long. We've been wanting her music available for so long. Please don't put us in the middle of that. Please don't put us in the middle of that drama amongst your family. Right? Like, because y'all still feeling the way. Look, I'm not defending Barry at all. But because y'all still feeling the way that his slimy ass probably didn't call y'all or contact y'all at all, and he probably acting like y'all don't exist, just like he be doing to the Aaliyah fans, act like we don't exist, and like just revamp. Like, it's like, I mean, this is probably a weird example. It's probably like a man who was married to a woman and got a family with her, and then they divorce, like a real nasty divorce and breakup, and then he just leaves and moves out the house, and then he ends up with a whole nother woman, and he starts a whole new family, a whole new life, and he appears to be leveling up and stuff, and then he just doesn't come around the first wife and family anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how you gonna sit here and restart and redo and renew and rebrand and revamp and all the reads you can think of background, but not, rework your not rework the legal documents and stuff to at least include Rashad and Diane so they can benefit. Because at the end of the day, that's their daughter and baby sister. Like, it's all out for money. It's a money grab. It's a money grab. I feel like there was no reconciliation, there was no amending, there was no fixing, there was nothing. You just left them out in the dark and the dust. So I can understand that statement, like the second part of the statement and post from Aaliyah's estate today. I can understand that. It's like, damn, we're dealing with her death forever for the rest of our lives. That's never going to stop hurting. And then there's all these people cropping up as the internet becomes more advanced. Because, back then it was more so papers, magazines, and tabloids. But now it's like everything's digital. Everything's on the internet. So you can see even more of the trash talking from the reporters and the not paparazzi, from the reporters and the tabloids to regular everyday people hidden behind avatars and usernames and shit, talking all this mess about Aaliyah. And on top of that, you were remaking background records and didn't include us. I can understand that perspective of it. So I'm thinking that could be why they made I Stand With Aaliyah. It's like, listen, this is wrong. This is wrong. He is still capitalizing off of our baby girl. We're not getting anything out of it. This is not right. We didn't put our blessings on it. So Aaliyah fans, if you're out there, well, do what you do. We don't bless it. We don't put our blessing on it, so you shouldn't support it either. And I think that is what is being implied with this I Stand With Aaliyah hashtag. And to me, I get it, but in this scenario, it's not fair. So this is why I'm saying, please don't put us in the middle of that. Because listen, I will not sit here and ever insult them by saying, oh, we know the pain that it feels to lose her. We don't. We're just fans and supporters and stands and stuff. But please don't have it seeming like you're making us choose between Aaliyah's coming and I Stand With Aaliyah. Because to me, it should be one and the same. It should be one and the same. I Stand With Aaliyah. And it's like, that hashtag is so low-key insulting to me. Because, like, excuse you, this is exactly what we've been doing way before you even dreamt that hashtag up on that post. Okay, we've been standing with Aaliyah. We stood with Aaliyah during her career. And, well, me, I was a kid, but you know what I'm trying to say. All the people who's older than me, older than us. It's like generations of us. So we've been with her when she first came out. We've been with her during her career. We've been with her when she passed. We've been with her for years after that. 20 years later. Don't try to sit here and say, I stand with Aaliyah. What is the motive behind that hashtag for real? Besides my little, hypothesis, my little theories, and my little guess or whatever. Which I feel like is very likely. Why? It's like, you released that statement, that's cool, but what was the point of that hashtag, though? It's like, are you trying to make another wave through the internet, just like Aaliyah is coming? And it's like, I don't know. But, listen, she's coming, and I'm just excited, but I'm sorry. I do sincerely hope that some way Barry and Aaliyah's family make up and they work out these differences and really talk. Come on now, it's been 20 years. Like, come on. And on the note of Barry, it's like, yo, you are wrong for that. If you are doing this rollout of background and not even thinking about your own blood, then you are wrong for that. I'm excited for the music, but I ain't going to excuse you for doing your family dirty. Ever. Ever. That's not cool. So, yeah. And on that note, I'm just going to end this clip right here, and then I'm just going to let the rest of my original audio play. Oh, yes. She has to stream. That's the only way it can ever be acceptable. I want to carry her in my pocket. I want to take her everywhere I go. I need her to be on Spotify. I need her to be on Tidal because that's what I personally have, Tidal. I need her to be on iTunes. I need her to, just like a few years back when her music was put up on streaming platforms illegally for 24 hours, how fast that shit jumped up to number one spots, beating out all the most latest music that was out. I promise you. Let her stream now. It's over for whoever's on the charts. I don't care who's on the charts. The queen is coming. The queen's coming. Aaliyah is coming. Yes, she is. I'm in my feelings right now because it's like the verifications, everything's in place. Barry brought his ass out the fucking shadows and actually said, starting with his most recent statements about Normani's newest song, Wild Side, and like I look, Normani slayed that shit up, down, and sideways. What better person to give homage to the queen than somebody like Normani? So that was number one. Now, he did face a lot of backlash at first because Barry Hankerson, I mean, he faced a lot of backlash at first because it's like, your old crusty ass want to come out the woodwork and make comments on an indirect sample from Normani, but you don't want to release the actual music. Well, it just might be a time where we gotta kind of put our foot in our mouths, kinda, a little bit, kinda, because he turned right around and did this, and that's wonderful, but this good news doesn't come without some conflict. This is what I mean. So basically, it looks like there's trouble. Not really trouble, but I don't want to say trouble in paradise. That's not the right phrase to use. But it seemed like, the Aaliyah estate has an issue with this. Now, last I checked, I thought it was Rashad running the estate. Rashad, basically Aaliyah's family and a team of people, like executors or whoever. And as you already know the history, Aaliyah's family has no legal claim to any of her music. They only have rights over her. Is it intellectual property? Um, I don't know the actual term. Her image, basically, her image, her likeness, things like that. But her actual music catalog and anything involving her music videos, anything like that, they have no jurisdiction over that. And that has been the problem for many, many years between Aaliyah's immediate family and her uncle. So, seeing that post that was released by the state and her official account and Rashad reposting everything, I read it and I can sense that perhaps there's still some air to clear. I don't know. It seemed like you want to clear the air. They want to clear the air, but it's like there's still a bit of a sting about the fact that they were left out in the damn dust when it comes to having any type of rights over her music. And I read it as, yo, you trying to release her music, first of all, that's cool and everything, but damn, if you're going to do all this revamping, why don't you revamp the relationship with this family, your blood over here? Like, what are you doing? That's how I read it personally. That's just my personal opinion. And I do agree, especially with the fact that I'm happy that they acknowledged in this post that there has been seemingly a goddamn smear campaign against Aaliyah, where it was like, people trying to tear down her name, slander her, and we already talked about this. Us Aaliyah fans and stans, we talk about this shit all the time. Tony talked about it. I talked about it. We all talked about it. It's either you're not talking about her at all and you're like acting like her legacy doesn't exist, or you're downplaying her legacy, which is like a complete contradiction of everything. Like, oh, she's so sweet. Oh, the warm spirit warming up the room. Like, we went through all this already. So I'm so happy that the Aaliyah estate acknowledges this. So we Aaliyah fans can know for a fact that we're not tripping. It ain't just us being in our feelings. Oh, we're not exaggerating her legacy and all that shit. No. They basically confirmed what we already knew. There seemed to be an attack on her. And she's been gone for damn near in 20 days, 20 years. In 20 days, she will have been gone from this place for 20 years, and yet there's still people that feel the need to attack her and tear her down, and it's weird. So I'm glad that they acknowledge that part. But like I was saying, the queen is coming. The queen is coming, y'all, and it's like I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I just turned 30 on July 31st. Yes, I'm in a new chapter of my life. I was 10 years old when she passed, and now I am 30. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for her forever, and now she's here. And I can't believe this, because back when I made my last video, my previous video, when I reenacted my reading, Aaliyah's Legacy Part 2, I've always been wondering, like, yo, am I going to be old and wrinkled? Am I going to die? Am I ever going to see her music see the light of day? And now we are here, y'all. We have arrived, and I just had to jump on here and make this video right quick. Oh, I swear to God, I don't mean to yell in y'all ear, but it's just like I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Now, do I trust Barry? Not at all. Not at all. However, this feels like a step in the right direction, especially since it's not just Aaliyah's catalog that looks like it's about to be available. It looks like it's going to be Timbaland, Tony Braxton, JoJo, everybody. Everybody. We're going to see how this goes, though. We're gonna see how this goes. I don't wanna sit here and make this all long winded and drawn out, but oh, I'm just like, yo, y'all, we're here. We're here. The generations will know who the queen is. They're gonna stop trying to play her. They're gonna put some respect on her name, and they're not gonna do whack ass shit like, oh, the what's it called? The baby song challenge or whatever. Like the baby beat challenge. Like, are you that somebody? Y'all gonna know what the fuck. First of all, the baby beat challenge was very lame. That was a corny ass challenge. But they're gonna know it's not a baby beat, bitch. It's are you that somebody? Okay, 1998, bitch. Dr. Doolittle soundtrack. Timbaland. Okay, legendary producer with the young queen Aaliyah. Okay, y'all gonna know exactly the names of these songs. Y'all gonna know the albums. Y'all gonna know her face. Y'all gonna. She's not just an aesthetic. She's not gonna be just an aesthetic no more. If that's what she's been, you know. Tony Turner, he discussed that about her being an aesthetic. She will no longer just be an aesthetic. People just wearing her in a t-shirt. Y'all gonna know exactly who the fuck this queen is. Y'all gonna know who she is. And now, the legacy, I believe, can begin to be repaired because the music is being attached to the face, attached to the makeup, attached to the wax figure, attached to everybody talking about her. All these magazines, like, the lovely stories about her. Yes, the queen is here. And also, I am going to pick up a copy of the book that's coming out called Baby Girl, better known as Aaliyah. But that's for a different video. I'm gonna talk about that in a different video. But for now, I just want to acknowledge the fact that the queen is coming. What's that? What's that? She's coming. Get ready, y'all. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Oh, I swear to God, I'm excited, but please, I feel like don't play me. Don't play us Aaliyah fans and stands. Don't be ridiculous with the prices. Like, just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't play us. Don't play us. Like we've had enough of that. The Aaliyah fans and stands and supporters and lovers, we had enough of that. Let's just let's just revel in this good feeling. Let's just bask in it, y'all. Like, whew. That's it. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna end it right here. I'm just gonna end it right here because guess what?
Aaliyah's coming back.